The coronation of Queen Elizabeth I was a grand and elaborate ceremony that lasted for hours. The ceremony was held on January 15, 1559, at Westminster Abbey in London. Elizabeth was the daughter of King Henry VIII and his second wife, Anne Boleyn. She was crowned queen at the age of 25, and her coronation was a momentous occasion. The coronation began early in the morning with a procession from the Tower of London to Westminster Abbey. Elizabeth rode in a golden litter, which was carried by 4 knights. She was dressed in a white gown, which was embroidered with gold and silver thread. Her hair was styled in a Tudor headdress, which was adorned with jewels. When Elizabeth arrived at Westminster Abbey, she was greeted by the Archbishop of Canterbury, who led her into the abbey. The ceremony began with the singing of hymns and prayers. Then, the Archbishop of Canterbury presented Elizabeth to the people and asked them if they would accept her as their queen. The people responded with a resounding yes. Next, Elizabeth took an oath to uphold the laws and customs of England and to rule justly and wisely. She also promised to defend the Church of England, which had been established by her father, King Henry VIII. Then, the Archbishop of Canterbury anointed Elizabeth with holy oil and placed the crown on her head. After Elizabeth was crowned, she was presented with various symbols of her authority, including a scepter, a rod of equity, and a sword. She then received the homage of the lords and ladies who were in attendance, and they pledged their loyalty to her. The coronation ceremony was followed by a grand banquet, which was held in Westminster Hall. The coronation ceremony was followed by a grand banquet, which was held in Westminster Hall. Elizabeth sat at a table that was covered with a cloth of gold, and was served a feast of roast beef, venison, and other delicacies. The banquet was accompanied by music and dancing, and was attended by the most important people in England. The coronation of Elizabeth I was a momentous occasion in English history. It marked the beginning of a new era, and the reign of one of England's greatest monarchs. Elizabeth would go on to rule England for 44 years, and her reign would be known as the Elizabethan era. She would oversee a period of great cultural and artistic achievement, and her reign would be remembered as a time of peace, prosperity, and progress.